Salutations. Welcome to all respected sadhakas, gratitudes and congratulations, and also sincere deep wishes and prayers that all these efforts of ours should not go wasted. They all should help us in taking us towards the goal purpose for which with which we are assembled every day. The 12 Vyaktitas in us, the Loka Sevaka ensured, Dharma Sevaka ensured, Viragi ensured, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Shanta. The six sources of blessings for us are the Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa, Rupa Shruti Mata, the Guru Tattva coming as Guru Parampara, our own Guru, our own Acharyas. The Devata Gana who are managing our inner Antakarana, Karmendriya, Jnanendriya, Stula Deha, and who are managing the entire outer Stula Jagat. Then the Mother Parashakti Mata, then the Ishvara, wielder of the entire infinite power, the Maya, with which he is doing Srushti Sthiti Samhara, and within during the Sthiti Kala giving the karma phalas to all the jivas. Who is Karunamaya, who is Mokshadayaka. Then the Brahma Tattva, the Supreme, that which is beyond all, which is our goal. Every day with fresh mind, early morning, when we remember all this, and throughout the day become aware and try to strengthen all this, there is a certain growth of our spiritual sadhana. We are into the study of Shwethashwathara Upanishad from the Krishna Yajurveda, first chapter, Sambandha Bhashyam. Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankara's kindness, efforts, we can see in and through all Bhashyams, especially here, where how much he is trying to bring to our understanding and conviction about the spiritual truth. About the spiritual truth alone is the giver of moksha. Therefore, that alone has to be pursued. His struggle we can see when he is giving all the logics, examples, and the references and quotations from various other Upanishads, Smriti Granthas, Purana, etc. And lucky that all those Rishi Munis who have given Smriti and Purana also have given them for that ultimate truth only. And through those writings, they have guided those generations only towards the ultimate. It shows that entire humanity, Manav Jati, Bharatiya Jati, Sanatana Dharma Jati. For them, the goal should be the Paramatma and cannot be anything else. The ones who are convinced about it are the lucky ones on the ladder of evolution. They are moving ahead. Others also have to be made to be convinced by those who are already on the path. Thus, when entire Jiva Koti, Manava Koti becomes Moksha Purusharthi, Jignasu, they won't be having any outer competitions, quarrels, fightings, nor any sort of slaveries and samsara. That is why it is said only Adhyatmika Tattva pursuit is the hetu for the mukti, For the individual, the Veshti, the total, the Samashti. That is why all the saints have realized continuously work only for the spiritual evolution of the entire Jiva Koti. They don't take up the other aspects of earth and karma development. That was at the lower level. Lower level jivas do that. But those who have tasted the truth and the moksha, they guide the subsequent entire generations only for that. From their heart only have come out all these shastras, which are the eternal guidance to those who want to take the guidance. Let us study that Shwethashwathara. Before that, the Sankalpa, the Prarthana, and before that, our every day's 4-5 minutes discussion. Today's discussion is just little more deeper understanding and acceptance of these facts. That in the spiritual life, when we have to reach to the inner core personality, every of the outer and inner, we have to go beyond, we have to transcend. And everywhere there are, the difficulties, the toughnesses, the obstacles, so much struggle, so much strength we have to have and struggle we have to do. To begin with, the Vishaya Prapancha, the Vastu Prapancha, Shabda Sparsha Rasagandha. From how many lives we have seen enjoyability bhoga in them. So it's not so easy to give them up. Even if we have understood intellectually, they are all mithya. But the taste for it, which is there in the form of habit, slavery, vasana in us, will not allow us easily to give them up. But there is no other way than getting rid of them, getting rid of all of them. That there is no Vishaya in the world as a bhogya vastu for me. That struggle every jiva goes through. You and I are also, no exception. Then after the Vishaya Prapancha, then the Vyakti Prapancha. The world of beings, world of things to dekamne. World of beings also. Ki how can easily be detached from such a beautiful, wonderful relations and relative world, who with mutual help and cooperation, coordination, eking out so much of sukha, so much of ananda, coming out of so many problems, isn't it? Here also, Siddhanta wise, it is easier to understand that every jiva has his own individual life. We come together out of prarabdha. Once prarabdha is over, who's what, nobody's. Everybody has their own paths to go. सुनने को मजा आता है. But then again, as whenever we are human beings, we were mutually depending, we were mutually loving, we were mutually helping to such an extent that we felt there's no need of God only. Why need the God? Parents are taking care. Why need of God? Wife and children, husband, they are taking care. इतना इनके द्वारा लाभ मिल रहा है, भगवान को भी हम दूर रखते हैं. That's what we do whole life. Busy with the people, they only give us what we want. The boss gives job and salary. What is the need of God? The drivers take me to destinations. What's the need of God? Everywhere, the sukha we are enjoying from the objects. Therefore, no need of Bhagavad Sukha. The help, everything we are getting from the people. Therefore, no need of Bhagwan. ऐसा लगता है इतना भयंकर है वो मोह माया. But फिर भी there is no way that we have to get out of all our entangles, attachments to every being. That relativity we have to transcend. A necessary thing to go beyond everything and reach God. Just remember Puja Gurudev and all. What is his relation with the beings? Hundreds and thousands and lakhs of beings are there around him. Isn't it? What is his in every one of them are is one, their expression of divinity. Through they are all potential sadhakas, Shishyas. So, as a divinity, identify with them. As the sadhaka Shishyas, just guide them. Only guidance. Beyond that, no relativity can entertain. If he entertains, he will get trapped into the emotions, the attachments, then dependencies. वस्तु हो व्यक्ति हो देखो जरूरत पड़ती है इसलिए डिपेंड होते हैं या दिखता है इसलिए जरूरत महसूस होता है we feel the need therefore we depend on them things and beings or when we look at them there is some utility from them is felt again therefore we become dependent on them then the attachment and all how careful gurudev must be not becoming dependent to any beings within the heart. Outside Vyavahara, he needs lots of centers are there, committees are there, acharyas are there. वो सब काम के लिए है, outer work. See that inside absolutely Padma Patram Ivambasa, like the lotus leaf untouched by the waters. That state we have to achieve. See, when we detach from the people, then the sin of omission will come because we have lot of duties to do to them. When we are told to be in company of the people, to exhaust vasanas or to avoid the sin of omission, then we become dependent or we make them dependent or we get attached. That is why it becomes so difficult. But not no other way. A stage of maturity is the second highest maturity. First highest maturity is Vishaya Prapancha se Mukti Pana. Siddhanta, Sadhana and Anubhuti. Clear that now I am not slave unto any objects of the world. For my living survival, what's required? Only that much I am in touch with. Only that too for that moment. Before and after, that thing is not there in my mind. So to the people. Isn't it? बहुत मुश्किल होता. But only after these two are to a great extent mastered, we mature to that level. Then the third thing comes, which is next to impossible only, that is to detach from our own sharira. Isn't it? अब इसी में रहना पड़ता है. And in every of the yoni, the first thing is what? Identify with the sharira only. And it's a natural instincts are there in it. Compelled or compulsorily imposed on us by the Lord Himself. This sharira. Most difficult is what? That sharira has been given to us out of prarabdha, and the prarabdha ends only when the sharira dies. So that till that time, necessarily we have to hold on. Even the Brahmajnani Siddha Purushas also have to hold on to Sharira, manage it. उसको खाना देना पड़ता है, उसको में दवाई देना पड़ता है. What to some Mahayogis who have, got the mastery over the Panchamahabhutas and all, they have some different techniques, isn't it? To manage the Sharira, etc. But they are in the exceptions. एक दो होते हैं, not everyone. Every Vedanta पढ़ने वाले ब्रह्मज्ञानी also. All Mahatmas, no, Puja Gurudev had Sharirika Rugmatas, that Ramana Maharshis, Ramakrishnas, सबको शरीर में रोग हुए. They detached from it at the highest level they are. But that they have to see, it becomes next to impossible only. And as the age grows, it becomes burden. Earlier it was helping us, the body, in doing the works, in enjoying the world. अभी वर्क्स उतने ही हैं, एंजॉयमेंट का डिजायर उतना है, बट दिस बॉडी हैज बिकम ओल्ड. Double becomes the load and burden to protect, to manage. This way, as one becomes old, पूरा orientation शरीर का ही होता है. Unfortunately, because हर moment, the old age, the disease, the death fears, all of them come. But still, we have to conquer the Deha Tadatmya also. No other way. Using all scriptural knowledge, doing all the contemplations, isn't it? With so much of perseverance and patience, Siddhanta Jnana Pakad Lena, isn't it? See, using the body for the works, doing the duties towards the body of the food and exercise and medication, yet detaching from it. What a struggle it is. बाप रे, जीव का स्ट्रगल, साधक का स्ट्रगल बहुत. जो साधक नहीं है वो संसारी, you will enjoy the world as long as the things and beings and body are cooperating. One day will die, he has no problem. He has no issues at all. But you and I, when we want to know the self, which is beyond all this, at every stage, the difficulty is the toughness. That's why it takes lives. To free from the Vishaya itself, 10 lives it takes. After deciding to be a sadhaka and consciously putting efforts. Then with the Vishaya, Vyaktis. Then with the Sharira. उसके बाद आएंगे ये इंद्रिया. बाप रे बाप, कुछ भी करो वो तो they enslave us only. The tongue wants the taste, the body wants the comforts, Sharira, the tvacha, skin of it. The eyes can't be without seeing the forms and all. Ears have to listen only. Then that achieving that avruta chakshu. Avruta chakshu is the fourth stage. After the Vishaya, after the Vyakti, after the Sharira. When I say Vishaya, Vyakti, Sharira means all the Anubhavas there. सुखा एंड दुखा जो हम चाहते हैं या अपने आप आते हैं, इन सब के परे जाना. Which is बाप रे बाप. ओहो, the thought of trying to do it itself is like a पतलू दुबलू 200 kgs weight he had to lift it. उसको देख कर वो हंसेगा. 5-10 किलो आई कांट ले उठाओ. What are you talking of 200 kgs? It is no second thought than rejecting it. It is impossible. That's it. I can't. That's why nobody dares to be in spiritual path. If somebody till little theory is heard, little practicality or practical thing is told to them by Guru, तो 9 11 हो जाएंगे वो दफा. They can't. And those who sustain are who are just happy with the theory without doing any practice. They sustain in the satsangas and all. The Guru compels them, nor from within them also. Though that compelling is there, नहीं है कि मुझे परमात्मा को पाना है, इन सबको पार करना है, कुछ नहीं, जल टाइम पास के लिए सुन रहे. We belong to that brand. At least I belong. But actually, if you want to experience self, wherever we are, from there only we have to start our journey. Again at the Vishyas level, Deha level, the Vyakti level, then the Deha sthiti, then Indriya. Then comes, the Manako, हाथ में लेना to operate on that which is, अरे बाप रे रामा, what a mind. And you are and I are the best examples for ourselves. और बाहर नहीं बोलना लोगों को, हंसेंगे वो. With all the Shastra studied, Tattvajnana heard, Yoga Shastra, Chitta Vritti Nirodha, around 600 days we are studying. And let us look at our own mind. The amount of Tamoguna in that, the amount of Rajoguna in that. छूट रहा है क्या वो थोड़ा भी? मेरा तो नहीं छूटा बाबा, पक्का कह रहा हूं मैं. And you can't leave it. Mind. शरीर एंड मन ऐसे होते हैं ना, उसके बिना हम नहीं रह सकते हैं, और वही बहुत तंग करने वाले होते हैं. Isn't it? In earlier days, if married wife or husband, if they are terrible, yet they had to jail out throughout life. Modern trend में बदल गया. You don't like her, apply and get the whatever you call them, divorce, or she doesn't like him. But with body and mind, we can't do. There's no modernization in these two things. कि मन शरीर और मन है, I don't like it, I can drop and take other one. Like the wife is, divorced and all, the Western dirty, useless culture जो होता है. With body and mind, there's no exchange of them, ना. ये शरीर दे ले लो, दूसरा दे दो भैया. You can exchange the cars. पुराना दे दो, नया ले लो. You can shift into the new house. But with the body till the death, you can't leave it into and go into other. With the mind तो और भी उसको कहाँ जाएगा? कौन लेगा उसको? तुम्हारा है वो. No way to leave it. We have to hold it only and we have to manage it. We have to purify it. We have to master it. And imagine the plight of those sadhakas. And not knowing this, when some of the great sadhakas are yogis, mahatmas, somewhere little bit they slip here and there. We talk so negative about them and we do nothing. We have not even crossed the Vishayas level. भोगी हम सब और उनके प्रति कमेंट करते हैं. And what we are, we know. It's not a justification for that महात्मा. मैं बता रहा हूँ कि उसमें कठिनता कितना होता है. लिटिल बिट एंग्री बिकम्स. और देखो महात्मा गुस्सा थोड़ी करते हैं, तो महात्मा तो है ही नहीं है गुस्सा कर रहे. ये महात्मा जो है आइसक्रीम खा रहे हैं, महात्मा थोड़ी होते हैं. ये महात्मा जी इतना हंस रहे हैं, महात्मा थोड़ी हंसते हो. तो रोना चाहिए और सबको रोना रहा है. How quickly we just label them and insult them and lose our respect and faith in them for our own loss. उससे नुकसान हमारा ही होता है. But how tough and difficult it must be. माइंड को मैनेज करना एक दिन, एक क्षण, एक मिनट, एक घंटे की बात नहीं है ना. वो तो लगातार. Like balancing the two-wheeler when you are traveling. लगातार till you reach destination. You can't say that थोड़ा मैं अभी relax होता हूँ. That's enough for accident. How tough it is. To yogi, Mahayogi only. And you and I also. But there's no way. Why we are discussing all this is the difficulties that are there in our spiritual sadhanas. Therefore, have patience. Do slowly, steadily. Most important is don't give up. And giving up happens when we give alternative to us. Opportunity. Don't give alternative. Don't give any other exceptions. बस कोई अल्टरनेटिव है क्या? नहीं है तो मत देना बस. Like morning 4 we have to get up and do sadhana. Is there any alternative? Don't ask. You understood? If you ask the alternative, means you have become weak. You can't do that. प्रत्याम्नायम कहते हैं संस्कृत में. No, don't give exception. Vishayas, I am slave of it. Can I have any other alternative? That I continue to be Vishaya slave, but still I want to grow spiritually. There's no. Basically, actually, there's no alternative. But we give it. What to do? Chalo sadhana kalme, we do sadhana. But at the time of Vishayas, we will involve. We give alternative. Therefore, throughout life, we struggle only. Without reaching even a little distance covered, without covering. So let's not give alternatives. Guru Upasana. Any alternative nahi ho sakta. Daiva Upasana. Any no. Don't ask, not given, it is not there. शास्त्र स्टडी स्वामी कोई अल्टरनेटिव है नहीं है भैया. रेगुलर क्लास आना. नो, आई कांट गिव अल्टरनेटिव. इट इज नॉट देयर. नो होता तो देते, वही देते. नो एक्सेप्शंस, नो अल्टरनेटिव इज द ओनली वे that we do, even though it is toughest, and then we are able to do. More important. Then comes the buddhi. The quietening it, freeing it from the sharira, indriya, pranamana, buddhi go, sharpening it, making it purer, making it subtler. It is the toughest job. It has to get work done from by the mind, senses, and body only, buddhi. But the moment it uses them, there 99 100% chance है to get tainted by them, to बुद्धि कुछ ना कुछ अटैच होता है। तो उनके द्वारा कम काम कराते हुए, उनमें नहीं फंसते हुए, बुद्धि अपना शुद्धता, अपना गोल पर्पस सब याद रखना है उसको। Then it should remember these shlokas, the meanings of it, and then nirantara manana chintana on that. सब बुद्धि का काम है। How tough it is. How many lives have struggled little by little. हम लोग कहते हैं कि the Jalachara aquatic became the Ubhayachara only after thousands and thousands of lives. So physical evolution to become amphibian from the aquatic itself takes thousands of lives means for the spiritual evolution how much time it must be taking. That's how the struggle. चलता ही रहता है चलता. Therefore look at everyone as a jiva. Feel sympathize with them. Some are knowingly, many are unknowingly, struggling only to evolve. We are one of them. So with ourselves, don't sympathize, be strict and be disciplined, and then be inspired and be on the path. Every day, what to do, have I done what I have to do or not? On that only we have to focus. Little lenience, relaxation, if we give, it becomes a habit. Like you all have seen. No? Any of साधना इंक्लूडिंग अवर कमिंग टू क्लास थोड़ा रिलियंस दे दिया उसके बाद मन से निकल जाता है उसके प्रति इंटरेस्ट अगेन टू ब्रिंग इट बैक आई एक्सपेरिमेंट ऑन माई सेल्फ एवरी डे शुड आई गिव सैटरडे संडे हॉलीडे फॉर क्लासेस देन दे विल आस्क और आई विल फील व्हाई ओनली 2 days चलो 3 दिन देते हैं देन 4 दिन देन धीरे धीरे क्या होगा वो इट इज सो इजी टू गिव अप बट डू यू थिंक अगेन वी कैन टेक अप anything, including our own yoga asanas, our own jogging, प्राणायाम छोड़ दिया तो फिर से पकड़ा जाएगा क्या? ओहो, that is why न आत्मानम अवसादयेत. Whatever the sthai of sadhana understanding we have reached to, higher than that, whether we reach or not, maintaining that itself is great. Like coming up to human level is so great. Whether we reach divine or not, maintaining being a human itself is a great achievement. Stopping from falling to the level of animals. Animal means those who live instinctively. Human means the one who lives intuitively or intellectually. In every aspect. बुद्धि और बुद्धि से कठिन होता है अहंकार. बाप रे, इसको समष्टि में मिलाना, इसको त्यागना. अरे बाबा, पहले तो इतना डर ही लगता है. हाउ कैन आई बी विदाउट दैट? हाउ कैन आई बी विदाउट मी? But then this is how spiritual journey. Vishaya, Vyakti, Sharira, Indriya, Mana, Buddhi, Aham, each of them we have to transcend. And जैसे toll tax होता है. Without paying the tax, the gates are not open. So too, at each of the level, without clearing whatever the toll, they won't allow us to go to next level. Isn't it? With Vishayas, the mamata on them you have to give up. That's the toll tax. और पकड़ के रखा है तो then they will enslave us. With the Vyaktis, the toll tax is finishing our dharma duties towards them. With the Sharira, the toll tax is maintaining, managing them and using them for the dharma karyas. With the Indriyas, the toll tax is controlling, limiting them at what level it's required. That's it. उनको बिना दे भी काम नहीं चलता, पर जितना चाहिए. The tax to be paid at the mind level. The detachments, they are the tax to pay. नहीं तो नहीं होगा. बुद्धि के लिए टैक्स इज स्टडिंग रेगुलरली, contemplating, and bhakti at the ego level. Everywhere there are something. We have to work hard and grow. And again, we are telling, while doing all of that, the Vesti Samashti Prarabdha, they won't live. Like, in my body, there are only diseases are there, but the whole life is Prarabdha. How much of Vedanta I study, I can't detach because I have to attend to it. और जिंदगी भर उसके लिए जाएगा, that's all. So too, like you have your family. Some are the प्रारब्ध है भाई. One third of their life goes in serving parents, old parents, deceased parents. Second third goes in serving husband or wife. Because they are deceased, अब करे क्या? The other third goes in taking care of the children. अब कुछ बचा है तो grandchildren. We from a distance see and say that ये लोग क्या इसमें फंसे हैं? फंसे नहीं, they can't help it बेचारे. That जीवा's प्रारब्ध it is. That is why the gurus, they have the wisdom, so they have patience. They say, ठीक है, go through all that. Oh jiva. They don't address the individual. They address the jiva. Finish off all that. And every time they give one caution, don't add the new ones. Finish it off, then come. Okay. Like when you all don't come to class. We know it. You are somewhere in your own prarabdha and mountain duties. Every jiva, we can't doubt any jiva's sincerity. सबको करना, लेकिन करे क्या? सिंसियर लोगों को भी इतने प्रॉब्लम्स होते, isn't it? When there is some financial crisis, अब इतने हजारों करोड़ लोगों में the domestic violence problem, the relational problem in the sense that the daughter is sent back by the son-in-law or the vice versa, the son is sent back by the daughter. No, you can't just give them up, ना. उतना वैरागी होते तो वो शादी नहीं करते, वो प्रारब्ध का हिस्सा ही है वो. No, if I tell them now you just drop all of them and come to class, it is a crime on my side from my journey. So I just tell whatever is to be told to keep the sadhaka inspired and intact. That's it. More than that, you have to go through बेचारा. Even प्रभु भगवान कुछ नहीं कर सकते उसके लिए. हाँ, if you totally surrender, then we are with all our stupidity and frustration problem. More than all of that, we have arrogance and ego. That we don't care God or His power. हाँ कहते हैं है ही तो है, रहने दो, पता नहीं, but I have to jail my problem. That Hemaleka's teaching to Hemachuda, that it is Ishvara Upasana only is the one which clears all these even prarabdhas and can turn you towards Paramatma. हाँ, ईश्वर के शक्तियां हैं. If we are too sincere a sadhaka and too sincere a shraddhalu on God, He will shift our prarabdha to another useless fellow who is doing nothing. Who is not a sadhak. And he will free us and let chalo tu sincere hai na, kar le sadhana. Like just like at home when you are too sincere in class, your own wife or husband, even though they are little unwell, they say, chalo tum class ko jao, main dekh leta hu. They take the work, isn't it? Or others of your children only say, mother or father, you go. We will manage. Because of our sincerity. If they smell that we are coming to class because we want to escape the work, as a class नहीं पूछने पहले काम कर. I'm just telling Ishvara's power. Have faith in that to a great extent. He will also help us. All in all, in today's thing is, let us be ready to accept the toughnesses and take it as challenge and do. When the attitude of I must do, I can do, I will do is there, then these things won't become as tensionous or as worried as being explained now. जितना बताने के टाइम उसमें दुख को बताया उतना नहीं होंगे, because I am inspired. That inspiration, that willingness to reach the goal, they are the ones which give us the strength. And with that strength, these tough challenges will be able to, which you are doing at this age. If you people are attending the classes morning and evening, that is the strength energy you got from your willingness and your want to listen. अदरवाइज एट दिस एल्डरली एज लोगों को बस आराम करना बस इसमें ही रहता है बेचारे. वेदर दे हैव डन समथिंग और नॉट थ्रू लाइफ, बट ओल्ड होते ही बॉडी हिल नहीं सकती है, जा नहीं सकते, स्वयं का ही काम नहीं कर सकते एवरीबॉडी. बट द विलिंगनेस, दोज हु हैव विलिंगनेस, लाइक द एल्डरली पीपल गोइंग टू बद्रीनाथ केदार, हाँ वो 80-70 देखो, वो विलिंगनेस उतना है उनका, और घर में काम करो वो नहीं करेंगे. दैट इज वाई make the goal pakka, draw inspiration and strength from it, then make these things done, whatever we can do, then keep on moving. चराई हुए थे, चलते रहो, करते जाओ. कितना दूर है डेस्टिनेशन, रॉन्ग क्वेश्चन. चलते बढ़ो बस, चलो. You know, I told you my yatras experiences, केदारनाथ वगैरह ऊपर चल. So people, when I finished the yatra coming down, people ask, बाबा जी कितना दूर है, है कि नहीं? बहुत दूर है. सत्य बोलना है मुझे, झूठ तो नहीं बोलना. अब बहुत दूर है, चलते जाओ. देन आई फेल्ट वन डे कि यार आई एम डिमोरलाइजिंग देम. देन आई सेड लेटर ऑन, बस थोड़ा ही दूर है, अभी चले जाओ, पहुंच जाओ. देन आई सेड आई एम चीटिंग देम, बिकॉज थोड़ा दूर नहीं. व्हाट इज द थर्ड थिंग देन? बेस्ट इज व्हाट? टेक लॉर्ड्स नेम एंड कीप ऑन गोइंग. वो खुद ही आपको ले जाए. दिस इज अल्टीमेट आंसर. कीप ऑन टेकिंग लॉर्ड्स नेम एंड कीप गोइंग, वो हो जाएगा बस. शरीर चल रहा है ना तुम्हारा, चलने दो, और मन को भगवान में लगाओ. मन शरीर से चिपक जाता है, तभी शरीर का प्रॉब्लम मन का होता है, मन का हमारा होता है. टेक लॉर्ड्स नेम एंड कीप मूविंग in our life also. These 6 things we have to do. Vishaya, Vyakti, Sharira, Indriya, Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara. और इन सब के लिए प्राण शक्ति का मेंटेनेंस. ओम 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 सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो सर्षिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. येरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं. सुकृते धिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. विदितान मया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो धृतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्. एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थमस्मिन् क्षणे एव सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः मोक्षमार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्या विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवक उपासकानां आश्रम संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यादि शक्तिसम्पदा सानुकूलिता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्ननिर्मूलनेन धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थमयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ओम शांति 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 अथ संबंध भाष्यम फ्रेंड्स दो वी हैव हरीड बट yesterday we have seen the Brahma Purana's entire references. The last topic was from these 24 tattvas of Prakriti or Maya alone, not only the outer world sthula from the micro to the macro level are projected, but inside also, whatever the thought patterns, emotions, whatever the variety are there, they are all because of those 24 tattvas. Mula Prakriti, Mahatattva, Ahankara, Panchatanmatras, 8. Then their vikara of Panchajnanendriya, Panchakantmendriya, one mana, which includes Antakarana, and then the 5 Mahamutas, with which Stula Dehas are made. Technically, this is called as Karya Karana Sanghat. In that, body is basically called as Karya, then Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, Antakarana, they are called Karana Sanghat. Therefore, the one who is identified with this Karya Karana Sanghata is Jiva because of avidya. Till the vidya becomes siddhantika and practical, avidya will not go away. Avidya janita karya karana sanghata tadatmya, therefore jiva bhava, therefore samsara, it won't go away. By the way, this is not the topic here, we just touched it. So therefore the whole list of the things are told. They all belong to the Prakriti. Isn't it? In Yoga Bhasha, they are called as kleshas. They are all called antakarana vrittis. And we are said to be the sakshi of all of them. They are all, Upanishad main. Aitareya we have seen. All the list is given. Gita also we have seen. Ichha, dvesha, sukham, dukkham, sanghata, chetana, dhruti, etat kshetram. समासेन सविकार उदाह ऑल क्षेत्र है वो तुम तो क्षेत्रज्ञ हो. So these are all anatma. So this knowledge helps us in detaching from them. Slowly study. In the next Vishnu Dharmottara Purana, this sublime topic alone will be taken when that reference Adi Shankar Bhagavan gives just after 2 minutes. So what are the list of the things? Dekho. Kama Krodhau. They are not in the Atman. They are only in the Antakarana, which is a Prakriti. Lobha Mohau. Just remain as Sakshi to them. Why will not they go away? We don't believe in this sadhana. We don't try it. Because those काम क्रोध लोभ मोह हमको ट्राई करने नहीं देते. ट्राई करके देखो. We are only witness. Remain as so. They'll reduce. Being the unattached self to everything, when we try, from everything we can detach. Because we are the self. Self is unattached to anything. Therefore, try. There's nothing which is impossible. We can detach from everything. Because that's our nature. Asango hi ayam purushaha. Asango nahi sajjate. These are all the Upanishadic mantras. It's only fear and inhibition that we can't. Is the one which is not making us try. If we can keep away that fear and inhibition or replace it by the challenging attitude or dariness, that's called a dhirata. And keep it up, you will be able to do it. No, I can't be without breakfast. धीरता एक दिन करके देखो रह सकते हैं. So to positive thing, I can't sit 10 minutes for japa. धीरता करके देखो हो जाएगा. धीरता का explanation दे रहे. So all these kama krodhau, lobha mohau, then vishada shokau, and entire vikalpa jalam, the projections, then dharma dharma. In self, there's no dharma and adharma. That's why Nachiketa's question was, Anyatra dharma to anyatra dharma. The Upadhi Yukta Jiva has got dharma and adharma. In the pure Paramatma, they are not there. Dharma, dharma, sukha dukhe, sukha and dukha. They are not in the self. Self is ananda, neither dukkha nor sukha. So to Srushtir Vinasha Pakau. Srushtir Vinasha Pak. Pakam is result. Srushti and Vinasha. Both are results. In between, from the Srushti to Vinasha, variety of modification, all have happened. There are also the Vipaka, the result of what is done in the past. Ye dono. Then next one, Narake Gatischa Vasaha Swarge. Reaching to Naraka and staying in Swarga. Jatayacha. The Manusha, Pashu, Pakshi, Vanaspati, Jati. Jati means Janma. And in any one of them, they again species are there. पक्षियों में इतने हैं, पक्षियों में इतने हैं, मनुष्यों में where we are born we don't know, black, white, all this. Then ashramaha. In the pure self there are no ashramas. The ashramas are to the jiva depending on the guna तादात्म्यता in him. सत्रह तमस गुणों के कारण ब्राह्मण क्षेत्र वैश्य आत्मा शुद्ध परमात्मा beyond three gunas. There are no ashramas in him. Ashramaha. Then ragadvesha. Isn't it? ये प्रकृति में है. Think once, okay, I am the witness. Why should I have raga or dvesha to any beings? छूट जाते हो. The great achievement it is. न मे द्वेष रागौ न मे लोभ मोहौ मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सरे भावः चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम. नो राग दे. देन विविधाः व्याधयः. है ना? व्याधि किसको है? आत्मा को. Then comes Kaumara Tarunya Jara. The Kumara Avastha, childhood, Tarunya Avastha, Taruna Yuva Avastha, Jara Avastha, old. Then Viyoga Sanyoga Viyoga Sanyoga. Viyoga, the bereavements, detachments. Sanyoga, coming together. Isn't it? Sanyoga. You shifted your house to that place. Within few days, the neighbors become your friends. Sanyoga. Or join a job. Not known any one of them before that. पर कुछ महीनों में then संयोग हो गया लोगों से. है ना? Get your daughter or son married and those समधी को पता ही नहीं थे कौन थे पहले. अब इतना संयोग हो जाता है उनसे. Join any organization. संयोग. Travel in a bus train little longer time then friendship. संयोग. Viyoga we anyway know. Detachments or bereavements, etc. So, Viyoga, Sanyoga, then Narayana, Viyoga, Sanyoga, then Bhoga, Anashana Vratani. The Bhogas, indulging, enjoying in all Bhoga. Then we ourselves have decided Anashana. Anashan karenge. That's a Vrata. According to the Bhoga, the Anashana of it. Not doing Bhoga. Not only one thing. That eating is a bhoga, so not eating is a anashana. So too, watching TV is a bhoga, not watching TV is anashana. Using cell phone is a bhoga. 1 week I don't want. Status में लगा दिया कि I am busy for 1 week, I am alive, don't worry about me. Anashan, cell phone Anashan. I was watching yesterday that Iran ka one whole organization, उनका bold sentence. In the first time in the history of any helicopter crash, we are worried that somebody is alive. उनको इतनी दुश्मनी थी उनसे. There are many people who said he is a mass killer and all of that. Anyway, एक एक का बंदे का अपना प्रारब्ध होता है. देखो झेलना पड़ता है. कैसा मौत है ना. नाइदर फैमिली ही मस्ट बी हैविंग देख कम से कम डजन वाइफ्स तो होंगे उनको. सो चिल्ड्रन नो बडी नोस वेयर ही डाइड एंड टुकड़े टुकड़े. That's only beginning of the result of the papa done. The terrible death is the beginning. To that jiva, depending on the amount of papas done, बस चलता रहेगा. Anyway, example is अनशन का मैं कह रहा हूँ. टीवी है तो नहीं देखना अनशन. Attachment to the people 1 week not contacting anyone is called the anashana. Excessive nidra reducing it is anashana. Or sleeping on palang instead of that जमीन पे अनशन. सोफे में बैठने का नहीं, लकड़ के कुर्सी में एक हफ्ता बैठेंगे. सो भोग का अपोजिट अनशन होता है. गर्मियां हो रहे हैं, नहीं डालूंगा पंखा, अनशन इट इज. तो क्या करोगे, मैं खुद ही घूमूंगा. तब भी आवाज. पीपल डू दैट. दैट्स हाउ वी कॉन्कर द वर्ल्ड. आजकल साहब भोग का दुनिया आ गया ना. Therefore, the spiritual seekers also, so called, in all comforts only they do what? Maximum listening or talking. Beyond that, there is nothing called as any sadhana. अपन की बात कह रहे, मैं मेरा कह रहा हूँ. Anashanam. The next one, iti idam idrugvidam. All of that is from this Chavis Prakriti only. Idrug with ayam nidhaya. Ayam nidhaya means uh, all of these things belong to the Prakriti. Having said so, having understood so, putting them in the Prakriti, tushnim asinaha. The one who remains in himself within himself, tushni bhava, non-reacting to any one of them, sumatim vividhi. Please know that he is the sumati. He is the one whose intellect has got fully perfected. परिपक्व बुद्धि है. ये सब प्रकृति में है, मैं इनसे क्यों लेना देना है मुझे. These are actually, though it is said in Purana, this is avadhuta lakshana. It is highest level, who is beyond any of the Prakriti, and Prakriti is Vikriti. All of them are Vikriti of the Prakriti. The 8 main Prakriti, उसका 16 विकृति, 16, 18, 24 को प्रकृति मानो, then उसके ही ये सारे विकार है. विकृति means विकार, modification. जो ईश्वर के सृष्टि में जीव के प्रारब्ध कर्म के अनुसार होता रहता है विकृति. Nidhaya, put all of them in the Prakriti. And you, what about you? Tushni masinaha. Sumatim vividhi. This is the highest sadhana. Na? Before that, we try to control, master all of them. In that effort, the unwanted कचरा बहुत सारा चला था. उसके बाद जब आएगा जाएगा, you know, मेरा नहीं हो. Like when you are tuning to your channel in radio, in between दूसरे भी चाहते हैं channel, but you are not interested to listen. वो तुम्हारा नहीं हो, अपना नहीं हो. While going to a destination, in between so many places come, you don't stop everywhere. In the same way, when I am sitting for sadhana, these vrittis are coming in mind. I have no relation. बस आए जाने को, बस जाने दो. Like when you go to exhibition or any sales street, 100 shops are there in between. You won't stop everywhere because you are not going to buy any of them. जहाँ खरीदना है वहीं जाएंगे. But बीच में दिखते हैं सब. Everywhere सुनो 10 न्यूज़पेपर दिखते हैं, but you want only one. अब ये वाला दे दो. So too, Jnani pursuing Paramatma, all these vrittis come and go. He says, क्यों आए क्यों गा रहे मेरे को क्या पता. Like when you are standing outside, the wife comes, and asks you, कौन आए कौन गए? You say, मेरे को क्या पता? मैं क्यों खड़े हो तुम? अरे मैं खड़ा हूं थोड़ी देखने के लिए जो आ रहा है जो जा रहा है. She can't ask. So too, I shouldn't ask why these emotions, thoughts are coming and going. आने दो जाने दो, don't react with them. एक ज्ञानी, that is the meaning of निधाय. इति इदम ईदृग्विद अयम निधाय. निधाय means उन सबको प्रकृति में डाल के. In they are belong to प्रकृति, not to me. In that way, तुष्टिम आसीनः. The one who is staying unreacted, non-reacted within himself. Tushti Bhava is not tamoguna, laziness. Highly alert about his own being and awareness, Sakshi. No need to be relating to anyone else. वो आ रहे जा रहे हैं, मैं उसका साक्षी हूँ, है कि नहीं? Problem comes when we identify with them. Then I have a choice of things which have to come. When they don't come, I am miserable. I don't have a choice of I would have a negative choice of things, they should not come. Then I become miserable. Like the people who come to send off or receive the people in railway station. And the guard or the station master. Station master and guard. कौन आ रहा है कौन जा रहा है क्या फर्क पड़ा, झंडा दिखा दो सीटी बजा दो जा रहे. But the people who come to receive, out of hundreds of them, they look there, अपना बंदा आ गया कि नहीं, सेंड ऑफ करने वाला अपना वो कोच देखकर उनको बिठाकर. Does the station master do that? But he is seeing thousands coming and going. My job, so too, my job is being witness. साक्षी बनो, अपने आत्मा में रहो, तूष्णिम रहो बस. This is highest sadhana. The saints like Tapona Maharaj or Ramana Maharshi, they are in this sthiti, tushni sthiti. Isn't it? They see not only the arrival and departure of all these things in the upadhis, which still they are holding or managing, but in the total they see. In every jiva, veshti mein, samashti mein, but still they are tushni. They say they are all in the vikruti of the prakriti. एक खेल चल रहा है, तमाशा चल रहा है. Like when I'm traveling in train, so both sides I see the farmers are there. वो कहीं खेत जोत रहे हैं कोई. That is going on in creation. No, I need not become samsari about everything. Then I look out the sky, the moon is moving, sun is moving, earth is moving. It's going on. Why I have to react? तुष्णि भाव है वो स्थिति आ जाए. बहुत गंभीर स्थिति है वो. Not just like that. That is the meaning of what we saw in one of the quotes yesterday. We referred to it as Mandukya also. Devasesha Svabhavoyam. ये अयम एष देवस्य स्वभावः. देवस्य एषः स्वभावः. This is परमात्मा का स्वभाव है सृष्टि and all. Now see all these three pictures. One is परमात्मा का स्वभाव है, I am that Paramatma, so stay in Tushni Bhava. One. Second, the Vikruti of Prakriti, which are all these. Third one, the most painful picture of this painted by Lord Rama in the evening class. कल का परसों का क्लास में आपने देखा ना कैसा भगवान राम ये दुनिया का पिक्चर पेंट करते हुए हमको दिखा रहे. ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वर इंद्र आदि देवता ये भी खत्म हो जाएंगे. भूमि वायु आकाश and all of that. And the whole samsara is like a nartaki is dancing. And the Surya Bhagavan bringing the days and nights only to see the end of every one of us. देखो ना, that painful picture is to get the vairagya, isn't it? And this picture is to remain as Sakshi. The whole list of the things given. The third one is what? That Sakshi is Chaitanya Swarupa. Bas, be in that. इसको सीखना है. Now, Tushni Masinaha Sumatim Vividdhi. The one who is treating in the Tushni Bhava, non-reacting, is a Sumati. ये परिपक्व हो गया उनका बुद्धि. वो भगवान ईश्वर के सृष्टि में जी रहा है. ईश्वर सृष्टि में अपना सृष्टि बनाकर न ईश्वर के सृष्टि में टांग अड़ा रहा है, ना खुद गिर जा रहा है है ना? लाइक बड़ी हाथी जा रही है, अब आप हाथी को टांग अड़ाओ what will happen? It will look at us and with the trunk it will throw us away. Or it will just move, but we will fall. We as a jiva, ईश्वर सृष्टि जो हाथी की चाल है, हम अपने टांग अड़ा, we put our feet. क्यों कर रहे हो? I want to make the my choice of fun or make the हाथी गिरो. होता है क्यों? These Mahatma said the ईश्वर सृष्टि. Beautiful. This is up to this. Only 10% we have seen. Because it is patiently to be studied every word and digested. वो तो हम कोई टेक्स्ट का तो कर ही नहीं रहे, ऊपर ऊपर पढ़ रहे, वो भी यहीं छोड़कर जा रहे. जैसे बच्चे स्कूल में वहाँ पढ़ रहे, घंटी हो जाती है गेम्स का, पेन पेपर बुक जैसे वैसे छोड़ के जाते. Only when they come back they look at it. We also all books we leave and go into the playground of samsara and come back. We have anyway the adat of it. So only 10% we studied. But taking everything that is studied or taught to our heart is the real study. Those days also will come as we persistently continue. I to pray this only. Bhagwan, Kshama Karo with whatever my prarabdha I brought, with all negativities done. Please see that I don't stop my Shastra Dhena Dhyapana. Please add one more thing, that let this become more meaningful to me, the speaker, and also to listeners. I am praying this, those serious and sincere. उनका न छूट जाए और न और इनका एक्चुअल अर्थ महसूस हो जाए. लेट द ट्रू मीनिंग परपोर्ट पर्पस with which you all with your kindness giving us these things, may we realize it, may we live up to it, may we experience it. Please bless us that way. This is only alamban I have. ये छोड़ दिया तो I know how I get destroyed myself. And so to those who are sincere. I can't pray for all. I can't waste my prayers for those who are not tuned. Isn't it? जनरल प्रेयर में सब आ जाता है. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु, वो तो है ही. बट दोज आर ट्यून रेगुलर, बचाओ उनको, मुझे भी. Done. Now comes what? Tatacha Shri Vishnu Dharme Shad Adhyayam. In the Vishnu Dharma Purana also, in the 6th Adhyaya, these things only are said. But ये थोड़ा higher level, Upanishadic स्थाई में होते हैं. What we saw now is the Puranic language, Purana स्थाई, but as your knowledge is concerned, not even little less, highest knowledge only. But this now it is little sober, serious way of putting it. Matter is said. Sri Vishnu Dharma Purana. Only one shloka today will say. What is it? Anadi sambandhavatya kshetragno yama vidyaya yuktah pashyati bhedena brahma tattvatmani sthitam. देखो, ये ना क्षेत्रज्ञ, isn't it? I am the kshetrajna, the pure self. He anadi sambandhavatya avidyaya, because of his sambandha with avidya from the anadi kala, है ना? अनादि संबंधवत्या अविद्यया युक्तः क्षेत्रज्ञः. What पश्यति? What पश्यति? भेदेन पश्यति. भेदेन what पश्यति? ब्रह्म. तत्वम आत्मनि स्थितम. The Brahma Tattva is there in his own self. I am Brahman, but I am not the Brahman. In this bhava, the kshetrajna here is actually Paramatma only, but क्षेत्रज्ञ का अर्थ होता है जीव भी, जो इस क्षेत्र को जानता है फिर अपना मानता है. सो दिस क्षेत्रज्ञ इन ब्रैकेट्स जीव, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस संबंध युक्तता विथ माया फ्रॉम अनादि काल, he considers himself to be separate from the Brahma, which is his own Atman, inside him only. This is from our standpoint. From the Paramatma standpoint, Kshetrajna means Paramatma. He Paramatma only by identifying with the Anadi Maya himself considers himself to be Jivatma and feels himself separate from his own Brahma Tattva. That's why I said these shlokas are heavy loaded. So Anadi Sambandhavatya Ayam Avidyaya Yuktah Kshetrajnah Brahma Bhedena Pashyati Brahma Tattvam Atmani Sthitam. Hmm? Hmm. That is it. In our own heart, that Brahman is there. But Bhedena means as if there's no relation between him and me to such an extent that we have no need of him and we have forgotten only. No, just like today, modern world's the most worst way of maintaining the relations. As if no sambandha with mother and father, they go to the other country. That's it. संबंध ही नहीं है. याद भी नहीं आता कभी हफ्तों तक पेरेंट्स. Sometimes wife and husband also. So busy in their own groups or organizations or works, enjoyments. ऐसी संबंध ही नहीं है. And the worst of the thing is what? There are the gurus, mahatmas, acharyas, whose only job is to guide us the jivas for sadhana. We believe in such a manner, महात्माओं आप सबको प्रणाम कि उनके साथ हमारा कोई नाता ही नहीं है, संबंध नहीं है. कौन महात्मा है, जिंदा है, मरा है. We live as if we have nothing to do with them. You understand it? We have to don't care. We have to go to the Mahatmas, seek the guidance and blessings. But how will we live life? Especially even when that Mahatma ji comes to our house, we call him the all other fellows of home as if sambandhi nahi hai. Because the life is chal raha hai with all upadhis like a pashu. Without them, there were no relation. These are the examples. There is no sambandha with the temple which is there in my street. There is no sambandha with the neighbors. This is a stone life. This is absolute jada tamoguna jivana. We have to be so sensible and sensitive to establish sambandha with all of them and work for them. Only then we come out of our own upadhi tadatmya individual, whether it is sharira manadi or whether it is other outer vastu vishayadi. Why people are becoming engrossed in bhoga today nowadays more? Because they are breaking all sambandha with others. In the same way, the Kshetrajna inside, हाँ मेरा चल रहा है विद शरीर इंद्रिय प्राण आउटर वर्ल्ड, अंदर के ब्रह्म से कोई संबंध ही नहीं. What a good way, no? Explanation. But the point is what? We are not, can't exist here without Brahman. Point one. Two, every of ours, whatever we have, are empowered and given to us by Brahman. Third, all limitations, all miseries, all struggles which we have, only because we have maintained distance from Brahman. Like parents. All our lonelinesses, fighting with wife or and all. वो घर में होते तो ससुर माँ को देखकर थोड़ा वो ठंडा हो जाती है. Or she'll be engaged in some other work. अब कुछ नहीं है. And she has also nothing to do. Both are highly educated and moneyed. Therefore, the peak level, Everest से ज़्यादा है अहंकार. Only two things they do. Either they don't talk, when they talk, they bark. But when they are with the parents and all those egos and all, they get diluted. अभी सारा concentrate होके एक के ऊपर प्रेम भी, attachment भी, अहंकार भी, and expectation भी एक ही तरफ हो रहा है. In that is what you call single families. Therefore, there are all excessive sufferings. In the joint family, एक नहीं तो दूसरा है लड़ने को. Therefore, वो exhaust हो रहा है. प्यार भी करने को इतने हैं. हेल्प लेने के लिए भी इतने हैं. सेवा करने के लिए भी इतना है. These are all beautiful thing it is. अब इतना हो रहा है, संसार की बात हो जाएंगे, but that is our spirituality also. So, because of anadi sambandha yuktata vidya, the kshetrajna looks at the Brahma Tattva who is there in his own heart with the Veda Drishti as if I have nothing to do with it. Like that beautiful shloka sequence, at least of 8-10 श्लोक है बाबा, कितना मजेदार है, रिवीलिंग टू अस नॉलेज. अब देखो इतना सिंपल शब्दों में बढ़िया नॉलेज मिल गया है कि नहीं. Because of the avidya, we have detached from the Brahman. Vidya is this only. Brahman is a reality, Upadis are unreal. Because of Brahman only, the Upadis are having, not only have sambandha with the Brahman, in fact, I am that and have no sambandha with this Kshetrajna, the Jiva. Beautiful. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Tat Sat Brahma Arpanamastu.